this is also kind of along those same lines of thought. One reason every NFL team shouldn't be overlooked in 2023. This is from the Bleacher Report. For the Browns, finally a full season of Deshaun Watson, still just 27 years old and the third highest rated qualified passer in NFL history. With quality offensive line, quite a lot of defensive talent, there's no telling what Cleveland could do if Watson is back on track. And Randy, I've asked this a couple of times this week. I can't remember a guy that was 27, 28 years old, who has been to 3 Pro Bowls, who has missed a season or, it hasn't had a severe injury that's fallen off the face of the earth. Now, Deshaun Watson's time off are his own doing, but to think he's going to fall completely down to the dregs of, I just don't understand how that makes sense.
No, and in addition to that, one of the things they didn't mention in there is the fact that they've actually even built more offensive talent around him. Yeah, the offensive line's healthy again. Hopefully that they're going to hold up, do their job. But then you throw Elijah Moore, Cedric Tillman out there, and as well as Jordan Akins. He's got all the weapons to be good. Last year they built their team to be a run-first offense and to kind of, you had a game manager at quarterback. But now you've got those playmakers out there and guys that could do some serious damage with a quarterback who has proven himself time and again in the NFL. I don't see – I would be surprised if Watson does have a, tremendous fallback or anything like that. I think he's going to be just fine. Yeah,
and people have mentioned Michael Vick, and Michael Vick was a different kind of quarterback. He's a guy that went away and then came back. He was not as good of a passer, but a freakishly talented runner and athlete.
And he ended up having an MVP caliber season in 2010. So he, took a little while to get the rust off, but as soon as it did, he was just as electric, and he earned another $100 million contract, which was, the huge deal at the time back then. So, we've seen guys that had to take time off and come back and do it. And I think Watson will do that. I think last year, those 6 games that he played were significant. I know he didn't look great, but those were huge because he knocked some of that rust off. So he's not going to say that he's going to be himself in week 1, but those 6 games have kind of sped the process along.
And again, he wasn't great in those 6 games. He was kind of below what we expected. They were still 3-3 in those games. So, the bottom line is he's got to find a way to win football games.